Especially in Africa, jealousy, envy is doing a lot of things. It's doing a lot of things. It causes people to implicate their fellow man. Okay, it made people, especially in Africa. Yeah, you see, I went home last year and I saw the kind of evil going on in my village. Wow, wow, so many evil. You see a youth trying to rise when they won't see the person when the person is suffering. When the person start trying to rise, the next thing the person is dead, or they send sickness, or sort of thing. You see so many nonsense happening. Okay, so this kind of evil is all over the world. Out of jealousy, out of envy, they allow the devil to use them. The devil we see today is human being. The devil will not come to us and say, yes, he is the devil, that this you should work for him. No, that is not the way he does these days. He passes through our hearts. Okay, he manipulates. He's a great manipulator. He manipulates people into all sort of nonsense, all sort of evil. Even manipulates people against God. Even Christians, yeah, even Christians manipulate them. They will manipulate even Christians to go against God's will and backing it up with scripture. So many things are going on these days. If you are not careful, you become a victim, Satan's victim. And these days, people use this grace as a means of cover up for their evil activities. Okay, so that is not what you're talking about. So the devil, out of envy, out of jealousy, went to Eve. Yeah, he went to Eve and manipulated Eve to go against God's plan for them. So, by this singular act of disobedience, the man Adam ignorantly handed over his right to Satan. That was actually what the devil or Satan or serpent, whatever he's called, actually wanted. He wants to rob, he's a thief. He wants to rob man that authority that God has given to him. He wants to take it away, from man. He wants to steal it from man. And he came to deceive them. Okay, Adam wasn't there. According to the scripture, Adam wasn't really there when the devil came. It was Eve that was there when the devil came. So the devil penetrated Eve and made Eve to go against the will of God. And this the instruction God gave to them. And this singular act of theirs robbed them of that authority that God has given to them. With this singular act, they handed over to Satan the authority that God has given to them, that dominion that God has given to them. You know why? Because by disobeying God, they became separated from God. For iniquity can never be found in God. God does not have iniquity. So anything iniquity is not part of God. Okay? So now iniquity is found in man. Iniquity has been found in man. Man is now a sinner. Man is no longer righteous. Man has become a sinner. And as a sinner, he became separated from God. Okay? So, man died. By that singular act of disobedience, man died. He didn't die physically, he actually died spiritually. Okay? So when I say man died, I mean man spiritually died. And what is a spiritual death here? Spiritual death is a total separation from God. Okay? When a man is totally separated from God, that man is a dead man. That is why you hear some Christians will say that if you don't have Christ in your life, you are a living corpse. The person is said. Even some people that made this statement don't even know the meaning. Okay, so separation from God is actually spiritual death. Okay, so man, Adam, became totally separated from God because iniquity had been found in him. And when I say man, I mean Adam and Eve. You know, I said before that it was Eve that the serpent deceived and gave him the fruit to eat, gave her, made her to eat the fruit. Yeah, the Satan, serpent, devil, serpent, yeah, serpent, made her eat eat of the fruit. Okay, and when Adam came, she gave the fruit to Adam, and Adam ate, knowing fully well that they are not supposed to eat that fruit. Instead of rebuking Eve, went ahead and ate the fruit with Eve. So it was a thing of choice. He chose to eat it. They choose to eat the fruit. So they ate it and they died and they became separated from God. They died spiritually. Because after man ate that fruit, the man Adam actually lived, I think, 930 years. Something like that. 930 years, and before he physically died. But spiritually, instantly, as he disobeyed God and ate the fruit, he died. He spiritually died. You know, if you hear some people usually say that the spiritual controls the physical. You see some people, they are spiritually, they are already dead. Okay, like I saw, like, there was a woman that God showed her to me, that she actually has crossed from this earth. She has spiritually, she has gone to meet her creator. Okay, God showed her to me. She was going. Okay, so she has left this earth and she has gone. But physically, she was alive. She was alive and she lived for some months. Yeah, she lived for a couple of months before she finally died. So when she died, I wasn't surprised. I knew within me that it was her time. She didn't die because of anything. She died because it was her time. It was her time to go, okay? So she has fulfilled her years or days on earth. So she has gone to meet with her creator. So you see, sometimes something spiritually happen before you see them manifesting physical. So when Adam ate that fruit, spiritually, he became a dead man. He became a dead man. And that was not the plan of God for man. That was not the original plan of God for man. And by doing this, and by that singular disobedience, by that death, man ignorantly handed over his right, his authority, his power to the devil. So, you will say, what has that got to do with God becoming a man? Just cool down. I'm gradually getting to that point. You see, man instantly died as a result of sin. He instantly died. Spiritual death, total separation from God. Once again, I repeat, spiritual death is total separation from God, okay? But God being a good father, yes, this is where I'm going, but God being a good father, being who he is, doesn't want man to remain in that pitiful state, okay? In that terrible state. God in his mercy, as a father, had to rescue man from that situation. Man became a slave to Satan. Man became a slave to sin. Man became a slave to sickness. Man became a slave to disease. You know, that singular act opened the door for the devil to manipulate man. It opened the door for the devil to become in charge over man. And what gift can the devil give other than evil? He is evil. So anything that comes from him will always be evil, evil, evil. So man has now become a slave to sin, to immorality, to sickness, to death. You know, initially, man was not supposed to die. I'm not talking of spiritual death now, I'm talking about physical death, okay? Man was not meant to die. Man was meant to live forever. Man was meant to live forever. But this singular act brought about this physical death. That's why men die today, okay? That's why you see a child of 1 day, 2 days, dead. A man of 80 years, 50 years, dead. Today, if someone lives 100 years, it's a great celebration. My big mother, my father's first wife, actually lived 125. Her death was a celebration. While those days, Adam lived 130 years. But today, if anybody reaches 100 years, it's a great celebration. This is the thing that sin, Adam's rebellion brought upon man. So I will see you in the next video. Please give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs up. So I'll see you.